How's it going, everyone? Oh boy, I am, to say that I am a little nervous about this is, putting it lightly. I'm really nervous. Like, straight up, really, really nervous. I am worried that I'm gonna do some stuff wrong. So, if you know more about this than I do, and chances are you do, please, please help a brother out. Are you guys able to see me clearly and all of that? Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see it just fine on my side. So I've started checking the streams on my phone to make sure like everything is copacetic, and it appears to be. So we're trying AV1 encoding rather than H.265, so we'll see if that makes it run any better. I have my quintessential Voron hat on. I got the hard hat here. Because, yeah, you guys know. So AV1 is actually using like 45% of the GPU right now, which is a little nuts. And it's still using 30% of the CPUs. I actually don't think it's any better. But whatever. Hey, we'll see how she looks. So yeah, it's Voron time. The last time you guys saw it on camera is pretty much the last time I touched this thing. I don't use it. It scares me because I don't understand it. And I think that's potentially one of the biggest challenges for a lot of people that are joining the Voron crowd is that, yeah, it's a printer, but I don't get it. So let me get it turned on. I'm sure it's going to need updates and stuff like that. I should probably go get my laptop. Yeah. Because I don't think it's on the same network. I'll have to see. I'll have to see if I can figure out what network this thing is on. And if so, I might just have to go get my laptop. I can see the Pi booting, which is good. That's what we want to see. Let me move the webcam over here so maybe you guys can get a bit of a glimpse as to what I'm seeing too. Wow, that just slammed right on the keyboard. Okay, and we'll turn the webcam on. That's something. So, we don't have the top cover on the Voron yet. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and leave the doors open. We don't have the top cover on the machine yet, like over the electronics. And for those that don't know the story of this Voron, it is a Trident 300. It is from LDO, so thank you, LDO, for sending that over to us. And I've had it for a long time. Vorons, to me, are a complicated thing. So, you know, I'm trying. I wanted to build shelves today, but everybody else wanted to do a Voron stream, so everybody else better be here, because I wanted to build shelves. The weather's, like, almost perfect for that. So, I know where we last left off, we had a bit of an electrical gremlin, and if I remember correctly, I identified the problem. Now, I don't know if I know where the solution is, but there's a 3-pin Molex connector, JST actually, it's not Molex, it's JST. There's a 3-pin JST that I am relatively certain, since it's not pinned out properly on the motherboard, like it's just the individual wires themselves, I am relatively certain that is our problem. Let me get some of this crap out of the way. But yeah, it's been a long time since I used this machine. So I'm going to attempt to find my Molex, or my JST. If I can find them, we'll pin it. If we can't, then, well, we won't. All right, I can't reasonably go through there without causing an avalanche of parts. So we can't do it. Cool. Rage Money Power says the color scheme is so blurst. Yes. This is the Equal Opportunity Offender Voron. It's got lots of colors on it. It is all Polymaker filaments. So this is, and Polymaker did provide us the filament. So we've got Galaxy Dark Blue, Galaxy Gray, Galaxy Orange, Galaxy Red, Pop Blue. And I think that might be it. Nobody told me that building a 5-color Voron was a bad idea. Here we are. I have learned. I have since learned that building a 5-color Voron is stupid, and you shouldn't do that. Everyone told me that after I printed the parts. After I printed the parts. The only mod that is done to this machine right now is the inverted electronics, simply for my back. We opted to keep the machine bone stock otherwise because I do want to kind of go through the processes and everything with the Voron, learn it, understand it, and then be able to better provide advice to people that are going through, you know, their trials and tribulations with Voron. I wanted a blue frame printer too, but we did opt for the red powder-coated frame, which ended up being great because this printer's made me bleed enough times that the joke is I should wear a hard hat when I stream about the Voron. What nobody expected is that I actually own multiple hard hats and had one handy. You're welcome. So it turned on, which is like amazing. I am so happy that it turned on. I need to figure out realistically what network it's attached to. It is on, yep, okay, so it's on my IoT network, which is one of the insecure networks, which means I probably need to go get my laptop. But yeah, I would highly recommend the inverted electronics to people that are doing a Voron. It is so much easier than having to flip the machine up, down, left, right, and center every time you need to get to it. So why don't we just start by homing? Let's just see what happens. My God, I forgot how loud this machine is. I'm not certain that we ever did input shaping calibrations or anything like that. In fact, I'm almost positive we didn't. Okay. Well, hey, at least it can home still. I'll take that. That's a plus. That is always a plus. Frank R said, here to see the troubleshooting of a Voron before I get the Cyborg Voron Trident all-wheel drive would be my first Voron. Hat needs a logo. Yeah. So the thing with my hard hats is that I keep them completely unbranded so that if I do need to go somewhere that is, let's say I don't want to associate myself with my company, unbranded hard hats. This is my clean hard hat. I have a dirty hard hat as well for reasons that I care not to get into today. But always have, if you're gonna have hard hats, have two. Have a clean one, have a dirty one. If you work in the industry, you know exactly why. All right, so I need to go grab a laptop, I guess, because this computer that I'm pointing to that you guys can't see is not on that same network. So, bit of a bummer. Yeah, definitely, Frank, watch other streams. Do not assume that what I'm doing is correct. In fact, it is safer to assume that what I'm doing is wrong. I'm a Voron Moron. I know nothing about this. I am brand new to the Voron community. Like, I don't even have Input Shaper running yet. So, let me go get my laptop. I'll be right back. And, yeah. Do I have Clipper Shake and Tune? I don't know. I don't know. I gotta go get my laptop. It's the only way that I can connect to the machine because it is on the non-secure network. So no matter what, I have to have power. So, well, have to have connectivity because without it, Clipper's pretty much useless. I wonder if you guys can still hear me. I gotta travel to the other end of my house. Folks at home. But I can, and you're perfect. We need a cable. We need a cable. We need a charge cable so that our computer doesn't die on us. Ah, wunderbar. I don't know how much battery the laptop has, but I'm going to assume it's not full. All right. Walking on back. Got big projects that take up a ton of space in my office. Oakley dokely. I'm back. And we've got a supplementary power source for the laptop, should it need it. And I guess technically I can also plug the laptop into the stream. Luke asks, is the helmet for my safety or the printer's? Is absolutely for my safety. I have a tendency to bleed from this specific printer. Rage Money Power says, did I ever say why I chose the Trident over a 2.4? Because everybody said to not do a 2.4 as my first Moron, and that was a bad idea. So I listened to everybody. Because, yeah. And yes, we blame Steve Builds. For those that don't know, around these parts, we don't take responsibility when it comes to Voron stuff. We directly and unilaterally blame Steve Builds. So, yeah. Frostbite says that the Trident is idiot-proof-ish. Well, I am an idiot that got beaten and abused by the Trident. Can my laptop not connect to the unsecure network? It probably can't. I don't even know how this thing is connected to it. That network should not reach out here. If we can't connect to the printer, I don't believe there's anything that we can do. Which is like such a problem. I want to be able to run Input Shaper, but I'm not certain that we have all that. Yeah. Yeah, we have like no macros in this machine. So without being able to connect to it, well, I'm on the network. Okay. All right, now I guess we got to find the printer on the network? Maybe? Okay, its hostname is 3DM Trident 300. Yeah, we did this last time. I don't remember. It's been so long. So I gotta check to see if I have the calibration menu. Move, temperature, extrude, more. Z calibrate, limits, fan, LEDs, macros. Okay, we got macros. Nope. Pins, console, system, save config, clipper screen settings, network settings, and notifications. That's all we got. So it does not appear. Not appear that we can. So I'm on the same network as the printer. So like theoretically it should work. So let me do a new window. Oh, okay, so I just gotta ping it. Okay. All right, we can do that. Let's get its functional name, which is 3DM-Trident 300. So let's do ping 3DM-Trident 300. We have not gotten a return. Oh, hey! We got it. We can see it. But we don't have an IP for it because it is apparently IPv6. That's fun. But I got it. First one did take 233 milliseconds, but the next ones took 7 and 9. So, Frostbite says, hey, look above. Am I like... I clearly must have missed something because I don't see above. Let me turn off top chat and go to live chat and see if that helps out a little bit. Ping -4. Oh, okay. -4 gives you the IPv4. And it's timed out. But, or look in your router. I don't have access to that router easily, unfortunately. So, I do not remember how to access the non-secure router. So I don't. We got the IP, though. So I've got that. But it's a really odd IP. It's not a 19... like the standardized IP that you would expect. But I got it. Ping it via host name. Probably type that host name in your browser as well. Yeah. So 3dm-trident.local theoretically should work. So 3dm-trident 300.local. See if that works. See if we can access it. It's not secure. We don't care. Continue to site. Like I said, it's been a minute, and I don't remember a lot of this stuff anymore. So, easy ways use an IP scanner tool. My phone does not go onto the non-secure network for security reasons, so we don't do that. I can only... This is the only laptop that I have that is okay to go back and forth between the two secure and non-secure networks. It does not appear that we can connect to it easily. So I've got its IP, but when I checked the IP, it didn't work. When we ping it via its host name, so the 3dm-trident 300, we get something back. And that works every time. When we do the -4, it times out every single time. So that's very interesting. So it must be set up to IPv6, I would assume. But I've got its IP, but if it's... Yeah. Can you hook it up with a cable directly? No. Modern laptop has no Ethernet port, and I don't have a dongle handy. So no, I can't. Pain in the butt. Welcome to modern tech. But these are things that some people will deal with. Oh, you want me to do ping -4? Okay, I thought. My bad. All right, do it that way. Let's see if that works. No. Request timed out. Huh. And it is still yeah, it's still connected. Is there a way for me to just run an update command from the machine itself? Oh, there go the fans. I forgot how loud those were. Let me just make sure. No. So no. Did I print the hard hat? No, it's a real hard hat. Okay. So we've already hit our first major roadblock, which is we can't actually access the machine. We can get to the console, though, which theoretically should allow us to control everything. But unfortunately, the ping-4 does not work. Zoom in on what? You're not going to see anything. You should also be able to use IPv6 in your browser. It'd be that IPv6. Make sure to keep those brackets. So I can see its IP. So let me just see if we can. Let me just see if we can grab the IP and do that in the browser. Nope, doesn't work. We are not able to access the machine. So, and this makes sense because the, and the non-secure network is set to deny all access. So that sucks. On the Clipper screen, more. Okay, so we'll go to Clipper screen. You can scroll down. Can you plug a keyboard and monitor into the Pi? If I had a spare monitor and keyboard, sure. I don't. Oh, cool. Show heater power. I want that. But no, I can't scroll up or down on Clipper screen. It doesn't do anything. Do you use a hardware firewall like pfSense? Yes. Yes, we do. Yes. And unfortunately, you cannot access it. Well, I mean, it's designed this way. You cannot get to it easily from the non-secure network. Keep a great variable monitors, keyboards. You should be a hardware hoarder like me. I have some. They're not easily handy, and they're not HDMI. That's how old they are. If ping works, ping-4 will work. Okay. All right. Well, then I will just do this to show you. Okay. Because it doesn't. So if we do just the ping, we can ping the machine directly. And we get it. It works perfectly fine. All right. You guys want a capture card? I will go through all of this mess for a capture card. Jesus Christ. It might crash the stream, but we will try. It might crash the stream. I make no promises. We are running at the, like, dead max of what the streaming PC is capable of doing. So, you know, gonna do what I have to do here, but I need a unified thing from everybody, or this doesn't work, because it's just gonna upset me. How the hell do you do this in Windows 11? I don't even know how to do screen sharing properly in Windows 11. Huh. Yeah, I'm like half tempted to go ahead and just use Marlin. Because, yeah. Okay, so my computer is not currently connected. What is it this? Duplicate. All right, let's see if that works. So laptop should just be an Elgato thing. You gonna work? Okay. Nope, doesn't work. Something's not working, and I don't know what it is. So unfortunately, we will likely not be able to show. All right, well, the stream might be over before it really gets started. Welcome to the world of Clipper. This is truly why I despise machines that require an internet connection to work, because of the fact that I have high security here, I am crippled in my ability to do stuff like this, because these machines are not certified for anything when it comes to doing, you know, safe work, if you will. Win P to project, Win K to cast. It's separate computers. And I know this card works because I was using it last time we streamed out here, so... PC screen only. Duplicate. Let's see if that, for some reason, will now all of a sudden work. No. So, is the Elgato working? Let's verify. These are all the things that I didn't expect to have to do on this stream, but here we are. You can use for the... what? The cam can be used for the touchscreen should be okay. Well, man, I'm working with what I got here, okay? Nope. My laptop does not like it at all. I have it set to duplicate, but it's not. Yeah, we operate on a zero trust policy here at the shop. We do not trust internet devices whatsoever. Everything that has a communication protocol to the outside world is on a completely separate network that is not secure, and everything else is on a secured network. Bearded Printer with 5 memberships. Thank you, sir. The Shrimp Farmer got one. Brandon, Just Roomy, Michael H, and CDH all got one. All right, so unfortunately, I can't ping the printer. I'm on the same network that it's on. I can ping it without the -4, but as soon as we put the -4, it doesn't work. Wasn't planning on watching, but then I got gifted a membership. But that's just kind of mean. So I don't know. And I am not able to access it via a browser because it takes too long to respond. So I'm legitimately not sure what to do. What routers? I do not have a clue. I do not have a clue. If I'm correct, it's an open source thing. But I top of my head, I don't. Again, I don't use the non-secure network pretty much ever. I just have devices that go on it and that work on it. I'm just curious as to why the regular ping works, but the -4 ping doesn't. Marcos asks, 3D experiments, what made you choose the Trident versus the 2.4? Planning on buying a kit. Just trying to get some opinions on pros versus cons. Trident is much easier, like considerably easier. It's less belt BS. It is much, much easier. And for a first timer, it is absolutely the thing that you should be doing. It might not have an IPv4 address. It might not. And that's my current assumption is that it doesn't. But the thing is, I can't, when I utilize its IPv6, it doesn't work either. ARP-A should show all the IPs. Okay, let's do that. Yep, I can see it. No. No, that's a .255.255, so I don't actually know for sure. Okay, do we switch to building racks out of alligators? You all didn't want that, so I'm not ready for that. So, yeah. I mean, I appreciate you being a member, Thomas, but yeah. And Nick T said, oh, you didn't get a Solo Zero. No, I didn't. You can change the network on the printer. No, I'm not going to federal prison for that. It can see all the networks, but it is not going to be allowed to connect to the secure network. I can't trust Clipper. So I guess it's called a piss pot. I really don't care. Pain in the butt. So the wiped up moon is lemon. Yes, it is. When in doubt, reboot. Yeah, I mean, we could do that. We could just reboot the machine. But I can see it. It is Windows 11. If that's a problem, then we're screwed, because all my laptops are Windows 11. Why are we trying to get it on the network? Because we can't do anything to it because we don't have any of the calibration stuff or anything like that on it. We have to do it. Zaxman says host a hotspot. Buddy, I have 2 business degrees. I don't know how to do that. Hotspot over your phone? Nope. Will not do that. My phone has information on it that cannot be on a non-secure network. So no, we can't do that. So that will not work, unfortunately. In fact, that is disabled. That ability to host a, like share Wi-Fi on a phone is disabled for me. It's just a one-click thing on Windows 11. It's a CMMC thing. CMMC says I have to turn off hotspot, so I do. It's off. If it's a one-click thing in Windows 11, just search hotspot. Okay. Mobile hotspot. We can't set a mobile hotspot because your PC doesn't have an Ethernet, Wi-Fi, or cellular data connection. Remember, this network operates on a zero trust policy. I can see things on the network, but I cannot talk to the outside network. This network operates on zero trust. It does not allow things to communicate to the outside world unless I explicitly allow it. Get an old router with Wi-Fi and don't connect to the internet, connect to PC and a printer. You guys are assuming that I have access to this stuff much faster and easier than I do, and unfortunately I don't. So that will not work either. And if I put my computer on the secure network, it won't work on this because this isn't on the non-secure network. Fun times. I'm guessing it's because this computer isn't recognized on that network, but I don't know how to access that router anymore. Really, it's an AP. It's not a router. It's an AP, but I don't know how to access it anymore. Have I heard of Wonder Maker 3D printer? Oh, it's off topic. No. Just don't trust. It's a Kickstarter thing. Don't trust Kickstarter things. All right, so we can't do... This is why they write documentation. Who does? Oh, I'd have to find it. Like, I got too much stuff going on here. Is your business using an MSP for security, or is everything self-hosted? It is all self-hosted. So we have an OpenSense router that is a firewall that operates both of the APs. So we have 2 discrete networks, and one of them is on a zero trust policy. So, Beer Printer says, sounds like you need a dirty network and a dirty laptop that has nothing on it, solely used for stuff like this. I literally never need to do this, so I don't. And it's why machines like Clipper machines, I don't see value in them because of this problem. We are hard locked out of doing things on this machine unless we can talk to it. Every other one of my machines, technically even the Bamboo, because I'm running such an old firmware on the Bamboo I can still do it, are all fully air gappable, and we can do this kind of stuff over USB, which is ideal where I want things to be. I got console access on the Pi itself, but that doesn't necessarily give me, I think, what you guys need. All right, so I've got access there. I'll be trying RepRap firmware. I love RepRap firmware. I absolutely love it. It is so much easier to work on. I can still do all the prints via USB, but I can't do anything with the machine. We can't run Input Shaper, and we need to be able to do that stuff. So, has Clipper down of USB control? Great question. I don't know how to access it. How do you access USB control on these machines? How would I do that? You'll likely need to access the config file, though. So I got to pull the SD card then. If you get console access, you can edit configs. All right, I got console access. That's no big deal. That's via the Clipper screen, so we can do stuff there. There's a way to USB networking a Pi, but it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, feels like it. I am vastly reminded as to why this printer just sits in the back of my shelf. I think Vorons are super cool. I really don't think I am the key target audience for Voron. So, because, like, I just need stuff to work. I'm totally fine with, like, custom building printers, and I've done it before, but I need something that I can do without a required internet access. And right now it feels as though without that internet access, we are kind of stuck. And yes, it is running a Pi. It's running a Pi 4? It's Pi 4 or a Pi 3. It's one of the two, but it's got a Pi. Get an Ethernet cable and connect the Pi to the PC. We can't, because the PC doesn't have an Ethernet jack. So we're not able to do that. Not like the printer CFG file for input shaping. Oh, okay. If you'd invest an hour off stream getting this set up, it would be a great printer. I've invested about 30 hours off stream and I'm nowhere further on it. Be able to control the Magneto X, they both run Clipper. Yes. Well, the last time I used the Magneto X and I needed to do updating stuff, yes. But again, I tend not to update my machines because when they work, I don't want to touch them. Again, it's a safety, security, and ease of use thing. But this one, we don't have the macros to run Input Shaper, which I know is kind of the big deal. It was only 6 months ago was the last Clipper stream? Wow. Yeah, and I've updated to Windows 11 since then. So I know that that is potentially going to have a problem. I've got a console, though. So if you guys want me to try throwing some console commands in there, I can. This was not what I was expecting. I was expecting to be able to log into it directly. I was hoping from this computer, but this computer is hardwired. It does not have wireless internet access. Try IPA. Sure. I like a decent IPA. IPA is not recognized internal-external command. Oh, do you want me to do that on the machine or on my PC? I'll do it on the machine too. Sure, why not? IP space A. Send. Unknown command. It didn't work either. No, on the Clipper. Did not work. So it's the printer console. I don't know if that actually matters, but it is on the printer console. How did you do it on the build stream? I don't know. That was a long time ago, man. If it was more than a few days ago, I couldn't tell you. Because this really isn't my specialty, I'm not an IT person. And see, this is exactly where I believe, specifically Voron and anything that runs Clipper, loses the people that don't have the programming experience or don't have the programming knowledge, because we don't know how to do this, right? The average end user does not know how to do this. That's a Clipper console G code, not a terminal console. Ah, that sucks. That's what I have. Might have already answered this, but I only just got here. Could you not just take the SD card out and upload the input shaping? We can't run the macro to do input shaping on the machine. Shaper underscore calibrate into console doesn't work. I don't know. Let's find out. Do I have to use the caps constantly? Because that will take a while, because it does not appear that I can... Oh, okay. It automatically holds. SHAPER underscore calibrate. Nope. Nope. RATE. Unknown command. So that didn't work. Appreciating speed caps didn't matter. CALIBRATE. Calibrate. Shaper underscore. Did not work. Unknown command. So that's a thing that I'm pretty certain we have issues with, because if we go under macros, we have print end, print start, set pause at layer, and set pause next layer. Those are the only macros that we have access to. So I'm fairly certain we have to get into this machine. Specifically how? Not a clue. Can't you also just do a print test object and measure it for input? I mean, I could. I don't even really know how to do that. Wouldn't be in macros. Well, that's good, Because it's not. Input shaper is baked into Clipper. I wonder, is there an easy way for me to, oh, system is probably gonna tell me. So I'm running Clipper V0. Oh, hey, I can do updates from here. We should probably be updating it, right? You'll probably have to get access to the machine. Well, we currently can't get access to the machine. Scroll to the bottom of that screen. System and sonar up to date. Moonraker has got just a couple minor revision changes. No, no, no. I'm told no, we're not gonna update things. Cool, we're not gonna update things. Clipper, for reference, is V0.12.0-85. So really, we're not too many revisions behind. That's fine. I wonder if I refresh. Let's check for updates. The time is off too, so I actually don't think it's connecting to the, I don't think it's connected to the net. Your IP is at the bottom. I gotta wait for that. I would be careful with updating new version. Clipper might have changed locations and stuff. Yeah, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do updates, don't worry. I got you, we're not doing updates. It's checking for updates, so I'm waiting for that. IP is... I almost read that entire thing. Almost read that entire thing. So more, then we go to system, all the way to the bottom. If I click, it does not show me my IP. But yes, system is all the way at the bottom. However, clicking it does nothing. So system just says system. Clipper update bricked my machine once because it only updated the Pi. Ah, yeah, that would be a problem. Try rebooting the Pi. You want me just to reboot the whole machine? Can you show us your belt through idler technique you learned from Steve? Yeah, there's a few videos on it, actually. If you update, you should have a button to do input shaper right on Clipper screen. No, we did not update. Go to Clipper screen. The settings inside of Clipper screen? Let's see. Font size. Icons, language, macro shortcuts, printer connections? That's an IP. Oh, that's its home IP. It's 127.0.0.1. Like, no, that's not an IP. I mean, it is an IP, but it's not the IP that we need. Go to the home screen of Clipper screen. Okay, we're there. We've got move, temperature, extrude, more, and print. Try turning it off and on again. No, I am more than happy to do that. Can you get the camera up close and personal? Yeah, I can totally do that. Can totally do that. So much backlash. Is that better? I don't know if that's better. Is that... I think that's better. I might be able to... I can give you a much bigger view of this here. Like, oh god, that is like not even close to being in focus. Why are you not focusing? Focus, damn it. Why? Focus! It's autofocus! I can't do anything with it! Stop! Jeez! More. Okay. That is so atrocious. I am so sorry. That has got to be the worst. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's focused on the effing reflection. I know. It's so annoying. Network should show it. It is connected to the IoT network, and we can see its host name is 3DM-Trident 300, which you guys can't see, but I can see. Have it focus on your finger beside the screen. I think... Focus. Focus! Click refresh to the top right, okay? Click refresh. Wait for everything to refresh. No change. We've got this button. Starting Wi-Fi association, attempting to connect. Now we'll see if it works. It's not actually connected. We'll see now. Well then wait, how the hell can I talk to it? On IPv6. Attempting, yeah. Damn it! If this machine's IP changed, it's gonna be set to no access. This is gonna be a pain in the butt. Okay. So will it tell me that it succeeds or fails, or no? Because it hasn't. Yeah, it now says it can't connect anymore. In fact, it doesn't even see it anymore. Nope, it says it's connected. So if I look, and here I'll show you, it does say connected next to IoT. And it gives me a host name of 3DM-Trident 300, which if I ping on my laptop, I can see it. But only if I do an IPv6 ping. If I do an IPv4 ping, I can't access it. And that's the current weird thing about it. So ping space -4 space, then the host name is unable to access it. This hard hat is very warm. Yeah, it is unable to access it that way. Just go back one, go to System, and go to the bottom. Oh, there's a lot that say invalid. It didn't say that before. And the system shows me nothing. So I don't know why Clipper says invalid now. I think it's time to reboot. I think it's time to reboot. We're gonna go ahead and just reboot this thing. Cause yeah, I don't like that. Brandon says, I know basically nothing about Clipper, but my professional diagnosis is that's a lot of red. Yes, the frame is the red from LDO. That's me being cheeky. That's about as cheeky as you're gonna get today. I remember why I don't really work on these machines. All right, we're starting up again. Shut down a Clipper first. Well, too late for that. Too late for that. We already rebooted the machine. Sorry. You got to me a little too late there. That's not your fault. That's my fault. There's a stream delay. Cannot connect to Moonraker. We're trying number 1. See what happens. Number 2. There we go. All right. You're not online, so it doesn't know its status, so you get invalid. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, let's go to more. Network. It does say that we're connected. Steve had an issue with something related to local settings for IP. Could not tell you. So you guys wanted me to go to System and scroll down. Now everything says update again, which is cool. Delete the network and connect to the same one. Okay. All right, we can do that. I'm gonna do this since it's just easier. Go to that. Right? Yeah, that's got no webcam. Okay. Gonna delete it. It instantly reconnected even after I deleted it. That's hilarious. It is online within the LAN and can't access WAN due to zero trust rules. That honestly makes perfect sense. Do I know if I have DHCP configured on that network? No clue. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm terribly sorry. These are all things that you're well outside of my specialty. Again, this is like not. I don't trust what Ashley put up there. Call Linus. Yes, we'll call Linus. Somebody call Linus. No. Let's call Steve Builds when he's in China. Let's not call Steve Builds when he's in China. Did my laptop automatically get an IPv4 or did you set one statically on laptop? I have never connected to the non-secure network since updating to Windows 11. So, there's that. I'm assuming that's gonna have some issues. But I'm gonna put in, God, this screen is tough to read. Where's the period? Nope, that ain't it. That's it. Okay. No. Oh, the screen is so hard. Go. Save. Okay. It does say that we are connected. So we are connected now. Here you go. So event connected. So we are fully connected. At least according to this. So let's go to system. We scroll down, still show nothing. Can you Wi-Fi hotspot on your mobile? We've gone through that. We are not able to do that. Well, if you can access via IPv6, you can connect to it via SSH in Orca or web. There is no red this time, which is a plus. Okay, so ping again. All right, yeah. We're gonna ping the regular host name and see what happens. Works perfectly fine. The V6 worked fine. V4. Come on! No. Timeout. Timeout! I can try the browser now just to be safe. So let's do the 3DM Trident dash local. Or dot local, whatever. I'm going to do the capital D and M because I do have that as part of its host name. I don't think that technically matters. Yep, no dice either way. Yep, no dice. Can you ping the host name with .local or without .local? So if I can ping it, well, actually, let me verify. So I've been pinging its host name without .local. Should I try .local? No, I mean, I'll try .local. Who cares? Yes, I can ping it with .local. So .local does work. Try it in the browser without .local. Okay. You all are super awesome for helping me because I don't know a damn thing about what I'm doing. I want to be super clear on that. I have no clue. And I am hoping that maybe, just maybe. Oh, it's trying to go to Google. Yeah, when I try that, it tries to go to Google without the .local. Engineering in a nutshell, yeah. How can we see that? Great question. I wish you could, but for some reason, it's not working. Well, I mean, I can try again with the laptop, but it wasn't working previously. No. Yeah, so the laptop should be where that black box is. But it did not work. I'm seeing if I can maybe get it to work, but yeah, no dice. It's a the laptop is just in dark mode. That's hilarious. Let's do this real quick. Let me just switch sources and see if maybe that does something. No, it did not. Let me try one more thing to make sure I'm actually not as stupid as I potentially look. No, I am not. That is plugged in directly to the computer. It is an A to C cable. I firmly believe it's something to do with the laptop. Because normally the Elgato will light up. My other laptop works, but it does not have credentials. It is too new of a computer. Be a Florida man next week. I'll come by with my own hotspot. I can go grab a cellular hotspot. I shouldn't have to do that, so I don't want to. It is considerably more work than I want. Again, this is the problem that I have with machines like this. There is a Pi. It is the Pi that came with it, I think, or is it my own Pi? I don't remember. I can't easily see it. It's a Pi. It's right there. I think it's a 3B+. I think. Pretty certain it's a B+. So I have to hit the FN key on the keyboard. I did that. That, unfortunately, did not work. This is an HP, so, and it is set to duplicate currently. So, no dice. So as network access, can you try upgrading Clipper screen? Sure. Sure. We need to go into system for that, right? No, that's not where I do that. Clipper screen. How do I update Clipper screen? I don't actually know how to do that. No, this is a legit B+. It is not that. Can't update without internet, right? It's LAN only at this point. Well, not possible. Can't update without internet. So does it still not know? Because it says it's connected. I'm assuming the network is just removing it. So are we completely stuck because we can't do anything because we can't access this machine? Can I grab a USB keyboard and plug it into the Pi? Probably. I gotta go find one. I had, let me see if I can find one real quick. I might have the old keyboard that I used out here that I could use. Let me see. Let me see. Why did I even agree to do Clipper stuff? Like, I knew this was a bad idea. Oh, I knew this was a bad idea. I am too stupid for this. No. Where the heck did that keyboard go? Well, it's gone now. There was a keyboard. Oh my god, I am in the middle of a total, so the total outstanding print work that we have right now totals to over 85 kilos. And so my shop is really, 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 really tight right now. It's 170 square feet, the shop. And I can barely walk in there. Can you take the dongle from the Stream PC? I can, but then I can't control the Stream PC camera. Did I leave it out here? I might have. Did I leave it out here? Let's first see if I left it out here. Maybe I did. No. No, I don't see it. So I assume I took it inside, which would make sense. Tech tends to die if it spends too much time out here. It tends to hate its life out here. We can try SSHing into it if you want. Frank says, this adventure makes me want a Voron even more. Why would this make you want a Voron even more? This is explicitly why I don't want a Voron. I want to be able to just do everything from the screen. It's so dumb. Like, give me a USB that I can plug into it that has all the updates. That's what I want. Right? Like, Jim Forrest says, you can ship it to me, I'll fix it. Hey, pay for the shipping and pay for the shipping. You pay for the shipping out to you, and I'll pay for it back. And yeah, you can fix it. No problem. But I need it back. It's to a Voron giveaway. Oh, you all missed the belt stream. That stream is now dead to the world. All right. Let's see. SSH. I think I have putty on this machine. Let's find out. I should. Yeah, I got putty. All right. So let's do its host name. We know the host name, right? And we'll SSH into it. I don't actually know how to use the Windows terminal, and I barely know how to use putty, so we're just gonna make it work. It's not cached on the server. That's fine. Log in. Hey, we connected to the Pi. Now I completely forget what my login credentials are. So that's fun. I don't remember what those are. Yeah, if I didn't change it, it's Pi and Raspberry, right? So let's see if that's it. That is not it. Damn it. We think my username was Grant. Okay. Well, no, I'm gonna have to redo. Close session. Let's just use the Windows terminal. All right, let's do terminal. So 3DM dash Trident 300. Oh. That didn't work. Well, the good news is it is secure. Well, it has been online in forever, so I don't actually know how to use Windows PowerShell, so I might need some hand-holding on that one. Putty I can do, but Putty's a pain in the butt because I have to like restart the program every single damn time. And that's frustrating. But I can do that still. So let's do that. Open. So you guys said you have to SSH, oh, to the username. Ah, all right. So we'll do pi at 3dm-trident 300.local. Nope, that didn't work either. Holy crap. All right, I'm in. I remembered it. I remembered it! After enough tries. A clock that is dead is still right twice a day. Let's go. Yeah! I should headbang! We're not going to do that. IPA. All right. So IP space A. Enter. Yeah. I had its right IP. So, rip headphone users. Too bad! Hacker man, hacking into all the systems. Wait, I can go get my flipper if you want. Is that if that just like I did physical pen testing stuff, never digital. I suck at the digital stuff. Like I'm much better at the you know, in-person work. End of the stream. We did it, boys. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. All right, now do IP space dash 4A. Yeah, okay. I've got the IP, but it doesn't work. So this is the interesting thing. I have now connected to it over PuTTY, but it doesn't work in the browser. And yes, I have the IPv4 address, which is the address that I thought it was from the beginning, the one that I pulled from command prompt, and it doesn't work either. So this is where things get interesting, because it should work, but it doesn't. I am trying to connect to both, and it doesn't work. You're using Edge or something. Look, all right, I might be a moron, but there is a certain level of moron that I'm at. I'm still in Chrome. I should probably go over to Firefox at some point, but... Oh! All right, so we're going to do SS space dash TLPN. Okay. Got it. Now what? Paste this output into Discord. I can't. Because I have no access. I can take a photo from my phone. Yes. DevMiner, what I can also... I'm just going to join the Discord on my phone here. I love how there's multiple people like, you are an absolute moron. Oh, it's the Clipper Help crew. Hey, Clipper Help crew, how are you doing? Here, I'm going to put you on... Can I put you on speaker so everybody can hear you? Well, I asked for permission, but I guess since you said hello, people, that's acceptable. All right. There you go. You know, story of my life. Everyone's always telling me, "Can you make it bigger?" And ultimately, you know, I'm bottomed out already. Okay, there's not much I can do here. Yeah, you can join us on the Discord and make fun of me live.
Can you go on your browser and try to go to that IP :7125? Thanks, Bearded Bucket, for the sub.
Hey, thanks, Bearded Bucket. What? Wait, that's my job. Bearded Bucket with the 5 memberships. Hey, DevMiner got one, and DevMiner's the one talking, so... DevMiner got one, Clownhammer got one, EA888 got one, Tony Lampan, and Clifford Hopkins for the Clipper crew help. Thank you. No.
Okay, so it seems like the proxy for did you install Fluid or Mainsail at some point? You know.
Great question. Let's find out. I assume I
should say in system.
Yeah, I should say in system. Yeah, we got Mainsail, okay, and Moonraker, and Sonar.
Okay. Yeah, the important part is Mainsail. Try to go into my chat.
Yes, we have fully devolved chat into into live tech support. Why do I feel as though when Steve Build sees that I did this when he was out of town? Oh, I'm double feeding back for you, aren't I? I'm sorry. Oh. That's fair. James Kerbal says, just joined. First thing I see is the hard hat. Yes, I mean, this is long-standing 3D Musketeers lore. I'm not allowed to work on kit printers without a hard hat. Like, literally, when we were building the one of the Prusa upgrades, I put hard on the baseball cap, so it was a hard hat, you know? While we wait, you can fix the filament dryer. It's not running. Like, there's nothing in it. Is that... No, you know what? Since he asked, I'm gonna mess it up even more. Frostbite asked. Here, wait, hold on. Wait, I think I got it. Is that right? We'll go with that. It's not on. So it, yeah, doesn't do anything. I think it's the auto. I think it's the auto system. Oh, everyone says perfect. All right, awesome. Awesome. This explains why I have wet filament now. I've been putting it on the wrong way. Story of my damn life. Thankfully, the shirt's only got the long cap printed on one side, or I'd be wearing it backwards probably, you know? Why? Why, Frostbite? Because I know who you are, and it's funny to troll you. I love you, but it's funny to troll you. You have messaged me as well, so I should probably check that. Oh, he sent me a video of what he wants me to do.
Can you check if you have even made civil in your install directory?
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. I'm looking at what Frostbite sent me. Frostbite, our systems are different. But what do you need me to do? I'm sorry.
Can you just run LS?
Yeah, I can LS swap all the things. Let's go. LS gets us Crow's Nest. Or Grant, shut up and show Anna. God's sakes.
Yeah, actually show me. It's okay. Main cell's there. Can you do? Let me. You want me to spell out the command, or you want me to send you a command? You want me to just send it in the chat, or?
Just put it in the voice chat text.
Alright.
Our fans are awesome. I just want to be clear about this. Y'all are super awesome for helping me out with this stuff. Oh my god, I cannot. I was going to read the voice chat text messages so you guys could see what they're talking about, but I can't do that. That is not... No, I can't do that. LS space...
If you want access, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, just Patreon and such. NGINX. And then hit enter. Enter after every one of these, right? Okay. Cannot access etc NGINX. So no. Wait a minute. Hold on. I got the tick marks backwards. I'm stupid. Sorry. Slashes! The slashes! Jeez, you know, look, laugh at me later. Laugh at me later! Sites dash... Yeah, I can do that. Main sale is what it comes up with. And then you want me to do config D. Oop, conf dash D. Comms_vars.conf and upstreams.conf.
Can you just show me?
Yeah. There. That's what you get.
Okay. Can you check the output of send you perhaps? Or actually just should
Okay.
start the proxy. Oh, that's typo.
Yep, I saw. It's hard when you're live on stream, man. Everyone can judge. CRVICE start.
Yes. And perhaps that might work. And then the SS command. So we can just use LR.
And then run which command again?
The SS space TLPN.
That one.
Is there a port? Yeah, you should be able to run the browser now.
7125.
No. 7125.
Come on. The hardware is like grown-up Lego. No, it's not. It is grown-up Lego with no instructions.
Well, no, with instructions that might lead you down the wrong path.
Frank is excited about this. Frank, you're a masochist. You would love our Discord. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. You know what? I'm willing to say it's wet filament. I can tell you, something very interesting is that this bed, I'm using my phone like everybody else can see it. The bed here on the machine is absolutely damp and is absolutely not going to have pretty much anything stick to it until I warm it up for a while. So that's the fun thing about PEI. It can get damp. There's a 100-page manual that tells you exactly what to do. You mean this manual right here? This one that so nicely Kali bound and printed for me because he's a bookbinder by trade, which is like super freaking cool, by the way. Yeah, we followed the instruction manual, but that doesn't tell us a darn. This is where, for me, Voron kind of falls a little flat in that it doesn't. The build instructions are okay. I wish my hand was held a little bit more. There is no hand holding at all for software. They're like, ha! Good luck. Good luck. F you. Good luck.
That's how I do it with my as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you check? Oh god, where did they put the locks? Right. Alright. Yes.
Time for. I have that. Kiyua. I don't. What the hell is Kiyua? Clipper interface. It stands for something. I have that on this. I can see it. We have Kiyua. Whatever. I want to say Kahlua. It should have been named Kahlua. It's a terrible acronym. Clipper install helper. Clipper install and update helper. I've got that. I got an LS back to the main menu, right?
LS only lists file, it doesn't change.
Oh, damn it. All right, how do I get back to the main menu then? Look, all right, I'm now dealing with two streams at once over here. Oh, it's CD. That's right. That's right. CD. Yep.
CD space Kia. KIH tab, yeah.
Okay, I'm in.
It's /Kia.
I'm in. Oh, you want /?
Yeah, /Kia.
.sh.
Yeah. Okay. That might take a bit.
Okay, it's gonna take a bit. All right. I will once again point out that we have a great community, and to never ask me for help on this for at least the next little bit of time. All right. We got something. Moonraker's installed. Clipper's installed. Wait, at this point I can just point the the webcam at my computer, can't I?
Just find the camera. Show the people what you do.
I wanna be where the people are. There. Look at all of that glare. Yes, it's a glossy touchscreen. Oh, you can hate yourselves as much as I do when I use this keyboard every single damn time. Yeah, that's terrible. I'm not certain that you can even view that. That is so bad. Do. I can make the cat's belly dance. Look, she's doing a belly dance for you. I learned software the hard way. Years of configuring my home lab with just internet instructions and pots of coffee. I'm not a caffeine person. I am properly medicated today, which is good. So we want to do update. So we want to do actions to perform 2.
You might be able to just literally use one install and then reinstall it. The reinstall commands in. I am not 100% sure.
Would it make sense though to remove it first before updating it? Stupid question, maybe.
I'd say try updating it normally.
Okay. So we're gonna go 2. Oh.
We can see your
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I'll change it later.
This is give it time.
Give it time?
Oh no. Oh wait. Well, same issue. You can't update because you don't have it, right?
Dang it, Bobby! Yeah. Well, I think this clearly has internet. I think. No, it totally does. Oh no, could not resolve host. So yep.
That's annoying.
Rip.
But sure. Oh, it probably like cached the.
Yeah, so this is the .178 on Clipper is probably the last time it was online. So if someone wants to look when .178 was pushed for Clipper, that was the last time this thing was turned on. Oh, well, that's useful. Wasn't me. I'm playing the Shaggy defense on this one. Oh my god, I hate the reflection. I'm so sorry. Like, from the bottom of my heart, I am sorry. None of the, it doesn't get better. There's too many studio lights here. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Can I do these updates via USB?
I don't think so.
Dang. Of course you can.
Can you try running another command?
Your firewall is doing its job. The machine will not get access to WAN. Yeah, that's... Bamboo looking pretty good at the moment, Matchmaker Space says. That's blasphemous! Blasphemous!
The printer you can't use shouldn't intrude your privacy.
You know what?
In this printer.
I'm so curious. Wait, I don't want to run a trace route that everybody can see. Yeah, I don't want to do that. No, I do not. I'm going to run a trace route, but I'm going to do it so that none of you can see it. Oh, well, that didn't work anyways.
It's literally... Oh, what?
Is it just trace space route? No. What the hell's the command for trace route? I totally forget it.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, we're gonna...
Oh,
Okily dokily neighborino. Oh, tracert. Okay, yeah, that's fair. CURL space localhost.
I basically just want to see if the...
Invalid command. I'm still on Kiua. Should I be doing that somewhere else?
Do Control C.
Okay.
So you get back into the normal shell prompt.
I'm back into the normal shell prompt.
Okay, then we should be able to execute it. I don't know if your rest should have.
It gave me something.
Is it timing out or is it outputting like HTML looking like stuff?
Kiowa gave me HTML looking stuff. Or do you need me to CD out of that as well? Huh?
Did you enable? Do you know if you have device isolation enabled on that secured Wi-Fi?
On the secure Wi-Fi, or on the non-secure?
The non-secure one.
Great question. I legitimately don't remember. It's literally just for smart devices. It's the only reason I have that.
So it can run, so you can get to main cell from the Pi itself. Technically, you could use the Pi forward its port via SH2U.
That sounds dangerous. Yes, Alchemist Forever is right. If a laptop doesn't have internet, then the printer won't if they're on the same network, which they're on the same network. Here, I'll let me show you when I ran that command and wait, you'll be able to see this on the stream. The stream can see this stuff at this point. So yeah, it gave me a bunch of well, no, that's just like icons and meta names and
yeah, okay.
Is that as expected?
Yeah, that's expected.
We cannot do a hotspot with my phone. That is turned off. CMMC. So Anna, you're helping me hack the mainframe. Is that what I'm hearing? Like, and the worst part is, I know this network is connected to the outside world to some extent because my Wise cams are on it, and I can look out my front door. Right? Like, I can look out the cameras on the house live. So, I don't know.
You should be able to run this in a new Windows terminal, not in RT. Make sure to replace hostname with either the printer, the IPv6 IP, or the hostname of the printer.
Okay, so inside of Windows PowerShell, we could not connect to it.
Just type the command that I sent.
Okay, but I'm not connected to the machine.
Yeah, it does the machine itself.
Okay.
Zooming in on the stream.
Oh, here, hold on. I'm sorry. If I go any further.
No worries. It's fine. It's fine. Take it.
Oh, wait, hold on. There. Yeah, it's like amazing. Are we doing port?
At the very
Oh, son of a diddly. Okay. Damn colon thing. Jeez. Local. Are we port forwarding right now?
Yes. Port forwarding. The machine is porting to our own, to your laptop on port 80.
Isn't that somewhat of a problem?
It's not administration because it's actually you don't have to open any other ports except for SSH, and SSH is encrypted, so it's
Oh wow! It just gives me the SHA, the SHA fingerprint. Cool. Yep, we're just gonna go with yes.
That's kind of needed.
It didn't need to put it in plain text. Oh, okay. Eh. Yes, security. Okay, we're back.
Okay, and then you should be able to go to your browser to localhost :8080.
Okay.
Yeah, as Chris says, the fingerprint's not sensitive.
Wonderful. Hey, let's go!
This is one to go around firewalls. I'm not sure why.
F your firewall! Yeah, screw your firewall! Basically, it required elite German hackers to get into this. Is what you should know. What you should know is we have an elite German hacker that is currently assisting in this, and, well, Anna's kind of the boss on all this.
We can find a permanent fix for this after stream.
Anna, my intention is to get this thing working and then never update it. I'm gonna be real clear with you. Like, that is my entire intention. All right, so we're in like sin.
What I want to see you get working is the adaptive bed meshing that is added to it.
Well,
because I'm still struggling with it.
Oh, so you want me to get it working so that I can struggle with it too?
Yes.
Frank R said forming a tunnel is hacking. Look, according to the US government, F11 is hacking. So honestly, yes. Honestly, yes. F12, whatever. Look, I was in the double digits of F, so at least I was closer than they were. All right, so I don't know what to do from here. You think I'm smart enough? You all are hilarious.
You wanted to do shaper calibration, so
I don't know how to do that.
Stream will help you.
All right.
Actually, the shaper documentation on shaper calibration is pretty good.
Okie dokie.
So,
I'm gonna head out of here and plug my phone in, and yeah, I guess you can yell at me on the stream too. Thank you. See ya. TLDR, our fans are awesome. It's the best thing to really understand. Our fans are awesome. No, main with webcam. That one. Thank you. Okay. All right. So now let's do. That's Voron mods, invert electronics. All right, so Voron input shaper. All right, I gotta bring this back over to here. Secondary printer tuning. What kind of font is that? Is such ass font. Why? That is so bad. Bed mesh, no. We want input. That's not giving me input shaper. Okay, so Clipper calls it resonance compensation, which is... That's effectively the same thing. It's effectively the same thing. Okay. Oh, there should be a way to automatically do this, but the resonance compensation doc is how to do it manually. I have no desire to do that. Yeah, I have no... this thing's got all the fun accelerometers, so... Shake tune. Ah! Okay. Let's see if we can find it. Do we find it? Nope, it's not there. Okay. So we don't need that. Okay, so we can see it was basically a year ago that I last used this machine. Let's see. We want... This is really not straightforward. Like, this is the kind of stuff... If you update your Clipper screen, you should have it. We can't update things! Ah! Console, no. The camera's in my way, too, which is kind of a pain. Ow! No, it's not there. So we probably want to go into our CFG file. I'm assuming that's where it's going to be. It does have the accelerometer setups and macros on there? Did I just not get that far? This is... I wish... I just want one command that does it for me! Oh, I hate Clipper so much. I'm reminded as to why I really don't like this. I don't understand coding whatsoever. And, well, I think it hates me too. I need a second screen so I can share a particular screen with you guys. Because I don't think there's an easy way for me to do that. Easy way is through the shake tune single install command. Okay. Let's find a way to do that. Nope, that's the wrong keyboard. Dang it. It requires me to download stuff. I can't do that. So that won't work. Oh, I hate Linux. Linux is terrible. I'll take printers on Voron for 1,000, Alex. Yeah, I'd like this. Older setup. Input shaper is configured. Just type shaper calibrate into the Clipper console. All right. Let's try. Shaper underscore calibrate. Unknown command. Dang. So no, that's not it. Andy Cannon Shooter says, Linux is better than Windows 11. Changed my mind. I can't use my 3D scanners with Linux. That's the only mind changing I need. It needs accelerometer set up in the config file and the macros. Oh no. Okay. Why can't... We've dealt with this before, where my laptop, for some reason, doesn't output video. And it's really... I think I know where... Let me... No, that one doesn't have it. I only have available C to A dongles. Pain in the butt. When XP is the peak of OS, Zach's man is absolutely correct. Absolutely. Frank R said, if I join your Discord, would you go down the Linux rabbit hole? No, not a chance. Have I installed the accelerometer? That's a great question. I don't know. I don't actually have the answer to that. I don't even know what to look for. Again, it's been so long. The printer runs. Is it? Okay, I can move the volume. Because the accelerometer should be under this cover. Oh, that's right. You have to unscrew these. They don't just come off. That's frustrating. Show us your config. Look for the ADXL 345. All right, I can do that. Does the search function not work, or is this stuff just not there? This is the config. God, I'm so sorry, guys. I really do wish that I could do something better with the damn computer, but I can't. Let's motors, bed heater, probe, fan control, LED control, additional sensors. I don't think you went through the ADXL setup. That sounds about right, because if I had gone through the ADXL setup, I probably would have just done it. What board do you have? I don't know. It's a big tree tech something or other. Octopus. It's an Octopus. It's a stock machine other than the invert electronics. There is no other mods done to this machine other than invert electronics. That is it. So it's not running CAN bus. I don't know what the 2209 is. I don't know. Whatever the Trident comes with, man. Whatever it comes with, that's what I got. You likely don't have an ADXL. Well, that would be a problem now, wouldn't it? This is going to be another stream that I just hide or unpublish as soon as I'm done with it, because like all these streams do is make me feel like an idiot, like an absolute idiot. Like there's legitimately nothing that these streams do other than make me feel like a moron. Sorry, I hear something in a noise that I don't know. Give me a second. What the hell noise was that? Is that coming out of the printer? Maybe it's one of my neighbors doing something. Whatever. Do I have a 2-out electronics board? Okay, so everyone says, I don't have the ADXL. That's what Linux does to everyone. Makes people feel like idiots for not remembering that. Yeah. Yeah, it's like all the different commands. I'm like, I don't know what half of this crap means. Yeah, the drag chain's got like a billion wires in it. Okay, so there's probably... That's just gonna frustrate me if I don't fix it. Alright. Let me see, because I've got piles of spare Voron parts here that... Here's the octopus board. What are you? Toolhead PCBs? Great. Maybe that's got it. We'll see. Nope. That's not an ADXL. That's not an ADXL. None of these are ADXLs! Oh no! Alright, let's start with the basic, what the heck would it look like if I was trying to find it? If I can determine what it would look like, I might have an idea. I hope there's a pile of stuff over here. I sincerely hope it's not in there. I just sincerely hope it's not in there. All right. Someone said a ribbon cable. So would have been in the box of the Raspberry Pi power cable. Okay. Let's start getting stuff off the pile, I guess, and see what we can find. Because I don't know for sure. The one thing I'm for sure of is that I don't know. That's the one thing I am for sure of. God, it's been so long. Those are tools. What is that? That's crap. Filament. That's a ribbon cable, but I'm fairly certain that's for the whatchamacallit. I know that that's useful. For the screen. There it is, for the screen. Alright. Here's some more of my clipper stuff. My Voron stuff. TLDR, don't just, like, stop. Ah! Aha! LDO input shaper tool! Ladies and gentlemen, we got him again! My haphazard, sometimes completely faulty system of managing all of my stuff somehow did not bite me in the ass this time. I don't know who's more surprised about this. Okay, all right, you can just shut. Yeah, that's meh. Okay, now try to configure it. Find a way to mount it. How am I supposed to mount it? Does it not just have a mount? Is that the thing on the top back of the tool head? Find a way to plug it in. Okay, we'll find a hole and push it in, I guess. It's a very long cable. All right, let's get the PCB out. Usually at the back left. Is this a stealth burner? I don't know. Might need to flash it. Well, I hope we don't have to download anything. Oh my god, I'm about to rip this door off of this machine. I'm like this far. This door keeps closing and hitting me, and I'm about to rip it off the printer. All right, you're done. No, it's not the right size. Dang. Find me the right size Allen key. Nope, too small. Damn. You are too big. Where's the Goldilocks? The Goldilocks. Aha, got it. Duff, I'm having an afternoon. I'm just having an afternoon, Duff. Okay, door's off. Now I can hate myself a little bit less. All right, I need to... This is like the world's tiniest little baggie. Like, just, it's so tiny and so cute and so adorable, but my Lanta, it is hard to open up. Oh, because it's sealed. Well, that would be why. All right, we're just tearing it open at this point. Okay. We need to be like Glade and plug it in. We do need to mind the actual pins. So the other issue that I have is I can't access the thing. So, all right, you guys said that it plugs into the Pi, but I don't think that it does. Oh, it plugs into the power board. Oh, I bet that's what it is. Let me see if there's an LDO input shaper tool. Let's see if I can find something about that. Okay. I don't know if I actually have the printed mount. I don't think I did it. That's gonna be a problem. Crap. Okay, so it does wire directly into the Pi. I've got that. But I need to find the part. So let's see. See if we can see what she looks like. I don't think I have it. Is there a way to like jankily glue it on somehow so we don't have to like literally hide this stream forever due to shame reasons? Wait a minute. There's the part. I've got the part. All right. Hell yeah. We've got the part. I don't know what to do from here. So let's back out and see if what we do here. How do we assemble it? So I've got the part. I don't use an afterburner. I have a stealth burner. So I've got the stealth burner mount. But it doesn't actually tell you how to mount it. Okay, cool. That's useful. Cool. Should be 2 heat set inserts on the bottom. They're full. I think there's something in them. This is truly the worst. They should have had you do this before all that. And I don't know which way to mount this. I don't know if it mounts outward or inward or on the back. I actually have no idea. Oh, okay. So it's on the side I can't see. No, it's not there. All right, we don't need to see that anymore. So let's figure this out together. All right, so we got the hardware for it. We've got the printed part. Let's see if we can find on the dock where it needs to go. I can literally use double-sided tape, it says. Like, it doesn't actually show you how to mount the stupid thing. See, why? If you're going to have a page about this, why do you not? Golly, that's frustrating. I'm guessing it goes like that, because that's a nice flat surface, so that's how I'm going to mount it. Posted pics in the YouTube chat. Okay. See, I should not have to rely on having an audience to do this. Okay, it does mount on the back. All right, so at least I was in the right. I was right there. All right. How stupid. Like, this is to me where some of the docs for Voron really do fall flat. Because if you don't inherently know, there are no instructions for this. It does not help you. And that's a bit of a challenge, especially for new makers that don't know what they're doing. And it's why I stand by that Voron is not for newbies. Voron is for someone who is experienced in programming and someone who is experienced in hardware work. If you are not experienced in programming, you are going to have a very, very tough time. A very tough time. And I hate that because that's not what I want. And unfortunately, I personally have no way to fix it. Which is my biggest pet peeve of all. I don't mind something being difficult. That is 100% acceptable as far as I'm concerned. What I mind is when something is difficult and there is, at least outwardly, no specific reasoning for it, and further, like, no, like, decent documentation, right? Nick T said, yeah, Clipper isn't for new people. How many years deep am I in this industry? 2008. 17 years? So I'm not new. I've hard-coded Marlin for years. Marlin's pretty simple to do. Overall. It's Arduino. Mind you, I wasn't developing Marlin from scratch. This cable's gonna get hurt. We're gonna unplug it. Yeah, mind you, I wasn't developing Marlin from scratch. I was often modifying pre-existing Marlin configs, which for me, not that bad. This though, this sucks. And like, it's not LDO's fault. I think the LDO kit is great. It comes, oh, crap. Oh, that's gone. Oh, I don't know where that went. That's not good. Wait, I see it. I got it. Ah. Oh. Okay, I'm back. It's not LDO's fault, right? This is in no way, shape, or form LDO's fault. I think this all completely rides on Clipper and Voron to have better documentation. And I guess I don't really know, unless I dedicate like hours and hours and hours to learning this, which I know I don't have. I don't know if anybody else is struggling with that too. But I've got an issue with just straight time availability. All right, let's get this tightened down. We're metal into plastic, so we have to be careful not to strip it. Okay, we got that. Now, where the sin doesn't mount. Oh, it's like, yeah, it's back here. Okay. I got it. All right. I'm assuming it's the short ones that we're going to use. All right, let's get the cable on this so we don't have to worry about it. Look for where the pins are, shiny to shiny. Press it in, and you're good to go. Yeah, the searching for things is actually not as simple as I think most of us would want or hope for. It's unfortunate because I think it could be better. The folks in the Voron Discord helped me a lot. I'm not in that Discord. I was banned from that Discord years and years and years ago. I bet I'm not banned anymore, but I was banned years ago for asking questions. And they banned me because I asked questions before reading the documentation. Fun times. Oh, old school Voron. Dev Miner says valid. Dev Miner says valid. I was asking about different configurations and which one would be recommended for a newbie. And that's why I was banned. It wasn't even like a specific thing. It was dumb. All right, since I have no visual access, well, do I have physical access over here? No, I don't. I have no access to that side of the printer. I have no access to that side of the printer. I can't go around the front of the table. It's blocked, and there's cables in the way. And so if I can't find it by feeling, can I just want to tape it. I'm just taping it. It said it can be taped. I saw my VHB tape. F it. We're taping it. I'm not going to hurt myself for this. It is not worth it. We are just going to VHB this thing, and that's going to be that. What upgrades are we doing? Upgrades? We're not upgrading. We're trying to get it to function. We spent the first 2 hours trying to get it connected to something, which we now have. And now, I'm taking the cheap way out by taping things. 5 HFRs here. Says, morning, mate. What's with the hard hat? Well, boss man, it's what happens every time I work on Vorons. I have to wear the hard hat. It's for my safety. You know, last time I didn't have my hard hat on, I was bleeding from the head. Although this time I feel like I'm bleeding from the ears, not from the head. But I feel like I'm bleeding. Okay. Huck the cable down. Somewhere along the broken road. Okay. Personally, I didn't have any serious issues with the LDO Voron docs. Just that they were all in one file. I have been graced by the wonderful Kali, who was so kind and made me a printed Voron manual, which he gave to me personally at Smurf 2023. Yeah, 2023. And was incredibly thankful for that. It is not input shapered yet. I gave up trying to mount the thing, so I just stuck it onto the side of the tool head. So now what we have to do... Let's check. Where are my instructions? Software. I need to install some packages onto the Pi, which is not going to work. Okay. So we have no internet access, so we can't do this. Is there... Unless there's a way for me to... I guess, what? Pull the card from the Pi, download it on the secure network, reflash the Pi, then re-upload it? I don't, I think we're stuck again. I think we're stuck again because we have no internet access. We stuck the ADXL on, so we got that going for us. I don't know. Can he download it on any PC and then transfer it to laptop, transfer it to the Pi? I could. I'm actually not certain how to do that, to be honest with you. But I could. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. The issue is we have... we don't have internet access. And we can't get it because I don't know the access to that particular AP that we're using, and it is set to auto deny everything. Zaxman says Google. So I've talked about this in Print Fix Friday before, where if you don't even know the right terminology, you don't even know where to start Googling. Sure, I can go to Google, but I don't actually know what to Google. I don't know what to do. So Anna's here. Anna, we need to do... Excuse me. We need to do a full Pi update. And then we need to do, it's a Python library, it looks like. It's NumPy or NumPy. Yeah, there's a whole thing that we need to do. And unfortunately, I'm not certain that we can do it. 'Cause I think because we're blocked, it's gonna suck without internet. All right, then we're done. I legitimately don't know what else to do, and this is once again an issue where why can't I just plug a USB drive or an SD card or something into it? It is uniquely a frustrating experience for someone that wants to run fast, high-end printers in a secure environment. Frostbite says it's probably best to skip input shaper and just work on extruder calibration. It looked fine. I didn't have any issues with it. Seabass, we cannot use my phone's hotspot. That has been disabled due to CMMC regulations. Yeah. Also, I'm in a concrete and steel garage. There is no cell service in here. Let me see, what cell service do I have? I have 3 bars. Not of 3G, 4G. I have 3 bars of cell service. That's it. Cauliflower. All right. Do we have Orca on this computer? Hey, we do. All right, let's get a cauliflower. What? Dang it. No, I don't want cauliflower. I want cauliflower. Jesus. Oh. I don't have it on this computer. Crap. Beans. I don't have it. So we don't have that. We're just gonna use Orca Slicer. Oh, and apparently we have to download the new Orca Slicer. Dang it! All right, fine. Let's just get it downloaded. Absolutely hate that. All right. Sure, uninstall the old version. That's all. Wait, why do I only have 30 gigs available on my C drive? That's a problem. Matthias is doing things that would violate CMMC protocol, so we cannot do that. Orca has some pretty good tools built in. Yeah, I'm just gonna update Orca. Alchemist Forever says the offline install, you can search offline Python packages install. I can also just take this to a McDonald's and just do it there. You know, that's the other option. The other option is take it off site, which is the easy option. But we're not doing that today. Too many home movies on the laptop. No, this is on the streaming PC. So it must be recordings. It's the only thing that it would be. Or it has a really small C drive, which is also quite possible. Let's find out. I'm now curious. Let's find out. Oh, it's 120, it's 118 gig C drive. So, yeah, it's just a small C drive. Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's do a new printer. Uh-oh. That's not good. All right, we can't use Orca. Orca has completely locked up. Shit. Orca has completely locked up, and I can't risk it killing the stream. So we will not be doing that. Orca has completely locked up. Orca has been killed remotely. For us non-US people, what is CMMC? It is an international law. It's the new version of ITAR, International Traffic in Arms Regulation. Yeah, I should have Orca on here. Let's find out. I do. Let's go. Is it SD card? How do I put stuff on? I don't even remember how to put stuff onto this printer. Is there a USB somewhere? How do I get stuff onto this machine? I completely forget. USB through the Pi. Okay. Oh, look, the Trident. I've even got a thing for it here. Calibration. Orca tolerance test, maybe? What are you guys thinking? Orca tolerance test? It's probably... You can upload from the main sail interface. I guess I could. Yeah, I could do it that way. Orca tolerance test, is that what we're feeling? I guess I should pull the ADXL off here, because we don't need that crap where we're going. Hello? There we go. Okay. Temperature. Extruder. No, I want you on. Sure, PLA. Whatever. Do I have filament for a Voron? Like regular filament? Like, I got Prushiment right here. Good enough for Prussia, it's good enough for a Voron. You know the thing I don't have? I don't have a Bowden tube or something going to it. There's something. Oh, he was kidding. Well, I don't know. Remember, you have to assume that I'm an idiot. And I think that that's a fair assumption, honestly. At least, oh my god, it smells so bad. Oh, there's so much dust on this machine. I need my Z to go... Oh, I gotta home first. Okay, well, home first. I gotta send the Z down because I gotta clean the build plate off. I guess. Yeah, plus is down. I don't want to get into the fact that that's still backwards in my opinion, but whatever. Okay. We can now All right, let's clean off this build plate. You can flip that in settings, but please don't. Yeah, I know, we're not messing with any of that stuff right now. This is what every one of my printers gets for its first print. A nice wipe down with, yeah. Look at all the dust that was on it. 6 months worth of dust. Almost a year even. All right, so we're doing Orca tolerance test. Is that what we want to do, or do we want to do something else? You guys tell me. Benchy screw tolerance test. No. We need to do it. This thing's already printed a Benchy. It takes an hour. For reference. It takes a while. We printed a Benchy on this thing last year. It takes an hour. Yeah, it's a long time when there's no input shaper. And it's all stock settings. Right? Like, I don't... Yeah, standing desk here. I mean, why don't we just do... We'll just do the Orca tolerance test. That's probably... That should be 15 minutes. I wonder... Can I actually connect to it? No. Alright, so we're going to export G-code file. Toss it into my downloads folder. Go back to Chrome. G-code files. And we're going to upload Orca tolerance test. Now, before we do that... We need to get filament loaded. This is gonna suck, but I don't really have a better way to do it. So we gotta get loaded. Yeah, I don't have a spool holder out here, so this is gonna be a pain in the butt. But it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Nope, that didn't work. Ack! Ack! Like the Mars attacks, guys. Ack! 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 It's just how I feel. Everything is ack! What? Why? Hello? That's the extruder. Why is it not grabbing my filament? What the sin is going on here? Oh. Yeah, if you don't lock your damn... God bless it, Grant. You're truly... The ways in which you find the ability to be this stupid sometimes is legitimately something that we should study for years and years to come. All right. Good Lord have mercy. All right. We're in. Okay. Jeez. I'm waiting for it to start pooping. Okay. Wonderful. Now we can go to print, mark a tolerance test, print. Then bother connecting to it. Uploading it works just fine too. All right, we're trying. We're trying. Let's do it. All right, so I guess I should probably be ready on the fine-tuning side. I'm assuming I said it's first layer, but yeah, it's a thing. LionX says, sorry I haven't been here the whole time. This looks like a project. Yeah, it's a Voron, and it is very much a project. I'm told they're labors of love, but mine has been a labor of a migraine. And it's mainly because I'm an idiot, and I don't understand it very well. And it's a shame, because I think it would be super cool to understand this a bit better. It is so loud. This thing is so loud. Oh, we're starting. Well, we're not extruding. Where's my purge line? Dang it. Zaxman says, to be fair, what's making this harder is the offline aspect. That's not my problem, though, right? Like, ultimately, a machine should be able to operate in both secure and non-secure environments. And I don't think that a user... No, this isn't working. I don't think that a user, just because of their desire to operate in a secure environment, should then be penalized because of that. I really don't like that. And kind of regardless of the impact on the, like, I run every one of my other machines 100% offline. Even my Bamboo, I run 100% offline. Now, mind you, I have an air-gappable firmware for it that I've had for years. But, like, I've run my Purchas run fully air-gapped with no problem whatsoever. 100% no issue at all. I can update firmware. I can calibrate machines. I can do all of this completely offline. And it is truly amazing. Operate 100% setup. Just made 1,000 times harder due to offline. I'm not going to federal prison for a YouTube stream, homie. It's not happening. Like, I'm not only going to violate ITAR, but I'm not going to do it live on YouTube. I'm not that stupid. Like, we're not doing that. Certainly not with this administration. No can diddly do. All right, so let's go into let's go here. I'm gonna add a really big brim on it, or a big skirt. Oh, I can only add 10 skirt loops. Okay. That should be enough to prime it. But we'll go 5 millimeters out just to be safe. Does it violate our tire to have it online for setup and shakedown tests? Absolutely yes. Because we can't guarantee that this thing is safe and secure, we have to treat it as a threat at all times. So we don't. We don't put it online. Now, I could take this off-site and do it there. That's totally fine because this has never been on a secure network. So I don't have to worry about it having any issues with data collection and sending and all of that. Clipper should be safe because we built it ourselves, but that doesn't mean anything, right? We downloaded from GitHubs and from things like that that with very minimal effort could be compromised. And that's where the issue comes in. Mathia said, I don't really understand CMMC, just so I understand. The printers are connected to your network, but without internet access, is that it? Yes. CMMC, it's government stuff. It's government level security for, we do government contracting. That's part of what we do at 3D Musketeers. We do government work. Yeah, so if I wanted to take it off site, we could, but it's a little late for that, unfortunately. And I can't like realistically stream from like a McDonald's. You know what I mean? But I could load this up into my car, go drive somewhere, put it on their network, put my laptop or a secondary computer on their network. My laptop's got all the software on it. It is all possible. All right. So we've now started the new tolerance test with the big skirt on it. Should be good to go. Makes sense, not familiar with ITAR restrictions. My lab, we often set up our robotic systems off the corporate network, and then once everything is working, we let IT do their thing and lock it down. So yeah, the IT is done constantly here, so, you know, we have a absolutely trust nothing network. Zaxway says, have you tried to stream from a McDonald's, or do you just assume you can't? I assume that I can't. I haven't tried. Just please set up at one of the McDonald's tables. Could you imagine me walking in with like lighting and tripods? And you know, I would walk in with like the largest soft boxes that I own. Like, if you're gonna do it, friggin' do it. There is a stream that I want to do that's gonna require kind of some finagling. I want to do glass blowing live on stream. And like glass art, so we can try to compare you being the 3D printer, but with glass, compared to either what a glass 3D printer can do or what a regular 3D printer can do. But they don't have great internet there, so I would have to find a way to do some sort of Wi-Fi setup. So Nick, you said I'd be laughing if their internet is better than yours. I would almost promise you their internet is better than mine. We've been okay so far. I mean, I say that and, you know, that's when everything goes to hell in a handbasket, but it has been okay so far. So there is that. If I'm losing frames, I don't think that's on my side. I'm assuming it's going to be on your side. Or more so on somebody else's side, not my side. Because I am looking at my OBS stuff and it's pretty good. Borrow a Starlink, run it by Mr. Doe, so it must be secure. Obviously, I mean, geez, they put Starlink in the White House, so it must be secure. No. We've looked at Starlink, and you can make you can do like bare bones level security with Starlink. However, for what we do, the latency is just too high. So we are stuck with Spectrum. We were going to do a shirt that says, I'm on the Spectrum, but I'm dropping packets. But I feel like that's just way too offensive for a shirt. I say that, and yet I know some of the shirts that we're going to be launching, and they're pretty offensive. But they're funny offensive. So in my mind, it's okay if it's funny. That's line 1. All right, it got it on line 2. All right, because no other company will run fiber. I've tried. Yeah, no, we've tried. Trying to get that first layer icy clean and good. I'm gonna bring it a little bit closer. I know you guys can't see it, but I'm trying. No, nothing is sticking. So we talked about this, that this was going to be a problem. The PEI build plate is literally damp. And because of that, pretty much nothing is going to stick to it. Which is hilarious. Yeah, I can't print this. I can prove that the machine... I'm going to save the Z probe. Oh, crap. Clipper had to redo itself. Nick T said, damn you, Grant, now I want that shirt. Well, if there are enough people that legitimately want that shirt, we will make it. But for right now, I have said no to that shirt because it is not appropriate. I do know some of the crazy shirts that we're working on, so I'm not really certain I've got a place here. Rafi 0921 said, y'all ever had an extruder extrude the wrong way, like completely wrong direction? You can, yes, I have, and that was when I wired a stepper motor backwards. It is often because the stepper motor is backwards. Kegel asks how the tuning is going. Not great. Not great. And yes, we will have, that's true, we will have a meeting about that tonight. Our branded products team meeting is tonight, which is hilarious. And yes, you can just reverse it in software, but I just rewire it. Yeah. Said, well, mostly wrong. We're going to have to take apart the entire hot end find filament wrapped around the gears. If it was like a TPU, that can just happen. That can just happen. This is proof of life, though. This is proof of life that it works. Damn it, Jonathan, do we have to have the I'm on the Spectrum shirt? Do we really need that? I don't want that. Like, I really don't want that. I'm on the Spectrum and I'm dropping packets. Like, that's... Am I gonna have to do that shirt now? If we do, maybe it'll be like in a hidden part on the store that you can only access with like code DGen or something like that. We have another degenerate shirt that's coming out, and it's pretty degenerate. It will be available to our Discord members first. Because I have a feeling they're the ones that are going to do it. We are launching our merch store. If everything goes to plan, the merch store is launching first of the month. So if everything goes to plan, it's first of the month. Get that shmoo out of there. Good enough. I'll take it. Woo. All right, that should be better. Yep, that's better. All right, so maybe I just wasn't close enough. That could have been it too. Remember, we take no responsibility for our actions here. We 100% blame Steve Builds. Steve Builds. We always blame Steve Builds. I would say his name 3 times in a row, but I'm not allowed to do that because that does summon him, and it is in the middle of the night for him right now. Or I guess early morning for him right now. So we only say his name twice because we're not going to summon him. All right, we're a little too close. Ultimately, that's probably fine, though. Proof of life, it is printing! But yes, the bearded man, you can only say his name twice. If you say it thrice, he does show up, and I am not trying to ruin his time in China right now. We are definitely over extruding. Like, I can see that we're over extruding. But it's going to print something, so my beard bows down to Steve's beard. Bearded printer says, mine does too. Mine does too. All right. Oh, ha! I have an email from Spectrum. It says there's an upgrade. We will be upgrading the network in your area between midnight and noon. Midnight tonight and noon tomorrow. During the scheduled upgrade, your service may be temporarily affected. If you are a Spectrum Voice subscriber, access to 911 will be temporarily unavailable during the maintenance window. So don't have an emergency if you're on Spectrum tomorrow in the area. Be prepared for other options such as a charged cell phone in case of emergency. Well, what if I don't have good cell service in my house? Provided time estimates for work completion may change in some cases. The upgrade can be finished earlier than expected. It often is. But we don't know, like, what's the upgrade? What are you upgrading? You're not even telling me what you're upgrading. You're stinky. I don't like this. I don't like that. Well, we'll let this thing print. It is, it's not great. I could probably turn the temperature down. I think it's too hot right now. Okay. All right, turn the temp down a little bit. What if you're on Spectrum's mobile service provider? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not, but, you know, that's totally fair. That's a totally fair thing to ask. It's funny how loud a Voron is when it's not under input shaping. They're so loud. I guess while I'm at it, can make sure that the steppers aren't too hot. Nothing appears to be too hot. Like, those are things that I want to check for and make sure, like, I'm not overheating stepper motors and stuff like that. No accidents for you as 911 is a no-no number. You know, we don't call 911. Honestly, we are so... Well, I say that, and yet there's, like, so many hospitals popping up, but they're just far enough away. We handle it ourselves out here. Like, I had a head injury bad enough that, like, all right, I'm driving myself to the hospital because head injuries, you can bleed out pretty quickly. And I drove myself to the hospital. This was many, many, many years ago. When I had a Jeep. But, yeah, fun times. Now there's all these roundabouts, man. That would be much harder to drive to the hospital now with all the friggin' roundabouts. Hi, Mitch. You guys still at it? We never actually got it. So... Frank, we did not get input shaper running because we have to install things on the Pi and we don't have internet access to do that. So, nope. Didn't work. It's a no bueno. It's a no bueno situation. I love when I get these, I love when I get these messages from, like, these companies saying, why is YouTube ghosting making awesome my podcast? I'm like, it's literally not. It's a live stream podcast that we do on YouTube. It's very funny to me to see those emails come through. You can always print the Clipper input file measure. I have no desire to do that. I'm going to be honest with you. I have no desire to do that. And I would have to download it on the streaming PC, transfer it over to my laptop, slice it, then transfer it over to the print. It's more work than I care to do right now. You know, it has an automated method. The automated method should work, and I shouldn't have to put my machine online to do it. So, this will be an interesting problem because I don't actually know how to access those APs for the non-section for the Wise cams, and it limits their upload capability. 3D Commander says Grant has clipper fatigue. It's a thing. I had clipper fatigue before I started this stream. Lewis CYUL said, will this machine ever be online? No, it will never be online. I agree, just do the McDonald's stream. Putting this in my car is harder than you think. I have a 23-year-old Honda Accord. It is harder than you might think. So, if I don't have to, I don't want to. Backpack Trident. No, my back's already screwed enough as it is. Lewis said there should be ways to get the .deb files and Python dependencies for input shaper to work. Maybe. I don't know anything about coding or programming or anything like that, so that is going to be well beyond my known skill set. So, yeah, my known skill set is not there. And I recognize that, like, so many others might have got... I doubt they've gotten this far into the stream, but if they did, they're like, I agree, Grant, this is difficult. Then Clipper's not for you. Like, straight up. And I hate to be that person, but I legitimately don't think Clipper is for me. I want it to be because there are so many cool options that exist for Clipper that add so much functionality, but it is so unfriendly to people that don't understand it that it really doesn't make sense. It's not trivial to use Clipper, and it's totally okay to not like it. Yeah. Really, I don't like doing firmware work on machines, period. Right? And like, this is why I buy from manufacturers. Clipper is the Linux. It's confusing AF. Yeah, and like, I've never been a Linux guy, right? I never have been. It's not my cup of tea. And again, if it's not your cup of tea, that's okay. It doesn't have to be. Right? It doesn't make you stupid. It makes me stupid, but it doesn't make you stupid. I'm the streamer. I'm supposed to know everything, you know. But it's reasons like this as to why I tell people, hey, go watch Steve Builds, go watch Nero, right? Those guys know what they're doing, and that's why they get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people streaming, watching them. And we don't, because I'm not technical like that at the moment. So the Steam Deck is off the table. I don't have a Steam Deck. I'm not going to spend money on a Steam Deck. I don't really have time to play video games. On a good week, I'll do 80 hours of work on a good week. Bad weeks, I'm well over 100 hours easily. I wish I could, but I don't have the time. Until we can get the YouTube channel functionally producing more money for us, it doesn't work. Nick T, I disagree, and I'm not even going to read your comment. Nero's a great guy. He loves other machines as well. Nero and I agree that Bamboo has security issues, right? But no, I trust Nero's opinion on things. I think that he's a very, kind of a very even keel. Yes, he's got his biases, but we all do, right? I'm biased toward Prusa because they enable my business to function. They've enabled my business to function well before I had a YouTube channel. Nero's on the Voron design team, so yeah, you kind of expect him to be a little biased toward that. Same thing with Steve Builds, right? He's on the Voron design team. There's an expectation that these individuals are somewhat biased toward the hardware that they help create. And that's totally okay. You as a user have to understand that, though. You have to understand that those biases exist so that when you look for their opinion and when you're asking for their opinion, you know, you can kind of put that at the correct level, if that makes sense. 3D Experiment says, I've used Prusas only at my local library. Can't hate on them. Good ecosystem. Yeah. They are. It's a great ecosystem. They're not cheap. You pay for the name. You pay for the customer service. You pay for... Hell, I mean, there's money in the development of Prusa Slicer. There's a lot of stuff that's factored into the value of a Prusa printer. Right? So... yeah, of course Nero's going to be biased toward the thing. I don't spend enough time watching other creators. Again, I don't really have the time for it. So I haven't spent a lot of time watching Nero's videos. So I couldn't corroborate he says it every 5 minutes, but I have a feeling that's a bit hyperbolic. Kieran says, I've purchased at work and love them. Voron's at home. What I don't like is the Ultimaker S5 at work. That is totally fair. Just a grind because we all have our own skill sets. Nobody can do it all. You know, you say that, but like as a creator, I'm kind of expected to do it all, right? Because if I can't do it all, then you're going to go somewhere else. And sure, like creators have certain things that they're really, really good at. But if you're not good at everything in the industry, people will find somebody who is. And like, I'm trying to build some pretty consistent business for 3D Musketeers. Once we can do that, I'm going to take more time to learn Clipper, but yeah, I don't necessarily have the time. Frankar said, I would have purchased the XL if it weren't for some of the issues I've seen. At least for the Voron, the issues are part of the learning curve and expected. So outside of the cooling thing on the XL, I haven't experienced really any of the other issues. A lot of like the tool heads not aligning is more due to the docks not being tight enough for my experience. But like otherwise, I love my XL. Now, it's interesting because I opt to use other printers before the XL because I want to leave the XL available for what it's made for. Big parts, multicolor, multi-material, right? So often my XL sits idle because a lot of the parts we do are single color. And that's totally fine for us to just do it on the Core 1, the Mark IV, the Mark IVS, any of the things like that. So Technically Nomad said, have any of you guys already talked about the H2D? My predictions are on the podcast from this past weekend. I do not have one. What a surprise to everybody. They didn't... Bamboo. We all know Bamboo loves me and I love Bamboo. So we're all so surprised that Bamboo didn't send me their brand new printer that's probably $4,000 to $5,000. Yeah. Yeah, this should come as no surprise to anybody. I doubt Nero has one either. You know, they've got the people that they like, and that's it. So, it is what it is. XL's cool, but the enclosure's kind of strange. Yeah, I'll give you that. The enclosure is kind of odd. Somebody saw a starting price of $14.99 in the HTML. There's no chance. That would mean the H2D is cheaper than the X1E. And that would further prove to me that the X1E is just a ridiculous SKU to have as a company. But whatever. I've seen Bamboo make weird decisions before. What's to stop them from making one now? I'm expecting somewhere in the $3,000 to $4,000 range. If what they said is true, that it will be the new, like, high-end printer. Seabass says they would undercut the X1 Carbon. No, they wouldn't. The X1 Carbon is kind of right at that Mark II. But yeah, I don't think that that's going to be accurate, unfortunately. I know a lot of people would want that, but I don't think that's going to be accurate. You know, this is part of their kind of industrial line for their machinery that, in my opinion, is pushing more toward a mature audience, like businesses and all that. I mean, because most consumers are not going to be okay with the level of control that they're going to have over this machine. And that's something that very few people are talking about right now, is how much control Bamboo has stated this machine is going to have. They will control every aspect of this new machine. Every aspect of it. It will be required to be online. And to use them, it is likely that there's going to be a farm software that will activate certain features on these machines. Now, for some people, they're okay with that. There are businesses where that ecosystem is exactly what they want. But for, I think, the vast majority of people, I think this one's going to be priced out. And we're going to look at it as, ooh, shiny, and not necessarily as something that we might want. So, my understanding, like, if they do the price system the way they've done it, you're going to have the H2D, the H2D combo, and then the H2D plus. And the plus is what's going to have, if that is a laser for that machine, it will have the laser. I don't understand what the laser would be for. The only thing that I can really think of is like part serialization. So I don't know. But maybe if you're in an apartment and you want one unit to do both, I don't know. Not my cup of tea, honestly. So, yeah. Again, I don't think that machine will be something that we even consider. Don't get me wrong. If it's given to me, I'm more than happy to consider it. But because we all know it's not going to be given to me, is likely not something that that I'm going to consider for my business. Just kind of due to the nature of the non-disclosures and things like that that we deal with. Technically, Nomads, that sounds like an expensive way to poison oneself in their apartment. Yeah, I totally worry about people doing like fake leather, and it's PVC, so they get chlorine gas. And like there's legitimate worries about that. I mean, I've got a CO2 laser sitting over there, and back when we had it in a retail store, like there were very clear guidelines for staff that you don't cut these things unless you are certain. Now, don't get me wrong. We screwed around with it when we first got it. We cut a pizza with it. We got chicken drumsticks to see if you could cut through a chicken drumstick with the bone. You can, which means you can cut through your own finger, which is why we're not going to do that. But, yeah, like, I don't know. I think it will find its market in the small business, light industrial. But the thing I'm most curious about is whether or not the companies and people that are looking at Stratasys are going to look at the H2D as a viable option. It's like, I found out that there are more people in government than I expected running bamboos. And what they're doing is they're just straight up crushing the machines when they have problems. So like, if there's ever any issues, you crush the machine, right? You straight up just destroy it. Because at the purchase price of the machine, it's not that big of a deal, right? You don't care. It fits in the two. Technically, Nomad said if they're redefining personal manufacturing, maybe they will also include a coal mine. It looks like it's going to be tight in the 0.1, which, I mean, that makes sense. F said, cut a steak with a laser, then cook it with the bed. Okay, don't do that. You might expect it to, like, sear the steak. It doesn't. It burns it. It tastes terrible. I've done it many times. What we have done is engrave on the top of a steak a logo. But you have to be very, very, very careful that you don't burn it too deep. Because if you do, the entire steak tastes like absolute crap. You really just want to kind of nick the surface a little bit, and you can mask the taste with decent seasoning on the steak. So please, if you're going to do it with cheap steak so you can at least learn the lesson. But, yeah. Basically, don't be stupid. So yeah, we are not able to get it into the 0.1, which makes sense. We got some ghosting. Let me see. Let me take you guys onto the top down here. Enhance. Too much enhance. Back up. Here we go. So yeah, I mean, you can read it. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is like really, really... Here, I'll put it on my hand. So you can read the Orca tolerance test. It easily slides into the 0.2. The 0.1 is much tighter, and I'm not certain I could get it out. It is a Galaxy black material, so it's going to hide a lot of the BS. Overall, plenty acceptable print. So, uh-oh. That was weird. 3 experts said it would be so much easier to use a branding iron. It would be, but when you work for a science center and they have a big corporate event and they want to engrave steaks, they bring the laser out to the event and you engrave the steaks live on the laser. Because it's a science center and that's what they wanted. Yeah. Frank said, if you ever really want to get rid of this machine, I would buy it from you. I can't. So this was, you know, it's a fully sponsored build. So like, you know, LDO covered the cost of the machine, Polymaker covered the filament. So in good conscience, I can't sell it, right? I will have to take this thing somewhere else and find ways to get it updated, because or I got to find a way to get onto the other APs and fix what's going on. But I think the best plan moving forward would be to get the APs fixed and then do like a co-stream with either Nero or Steve or another one of the Voron creators, and have them kind of guide me and walk me through it, because I think that it would be very beneficial for not only myself, but also for others who want to learn. Unfortunately, we did not hit the goals that I was looking to do. I was looking to get this thing input shaped. This is just what happens sometimes, right? Sometimes you hit your goal, sometimes you don't. I try to keep my cool as much as possible, but I will tell you, I am frustrated and I'm quite anxious at the moment. I hate not having the answer, and I hate not knowing how to find it. And I recognize that the network thing is 100% my fault. If I had or knew the way to grant access to other things on the IoT network, I could have done that, and we would have been great. But because that network is a zero trust network, and I don't currently know how to do it, would be a problem. So, yeah. Seabass said, would it break CMMC if you take the Pi out of the printer and connecting it to the network to update it? Yes. Yeah, so Raspberry Pis inherently are okay, but because I can't validate the security and the safety that is on that Pi, like, again, I don't know how secure the GitHub stuff that I downloaded is. If I built my own program from scratch and I could self-certify that it is safe, I've changed the credentials and things like that, great. By all means, have at it. CMMC doesn't care at that point, because what you're doing is you're self-certifying. That's on you, not on them. Yeah, so Zach's said, if you do that, co-stream, please start over with all the stuff on the printer after the initial setup and update of Clipper, mainsail, etc. I think we would start with that. I think that's safer. So, yeah. Digital Cyanide's asking what's not working. We are unable to connect the machine to the network. Therefore, we cannot update the packages on it. Therefore, we cannot have it run Input Shaper. So, Food Experiment said, I used to do intellectual property InfoSec work from home. It was a pain in the butt to keep everything locked down. My wife would complain about all the firmware rules we had in place around the house. Yep. And that's why I have two networks. I have the unsecure discrete network, and then I have the secure network. If a device ever touches the secure network, it can no longer touch the insecure network, right? So it becomes once it touches the secure network, that's it. It can no longer go insecure unless it is a certified, qualified device, right? That's the big thing that we need. We need to be certified and qualified. If it has that, we're golden. If it doesn't, no dice. So, yeah, clearly I also need to do something with the non-secure network, because something on it's pissed off. So I'll have to figure out how to connect to it again. I don't know if this will be a in 2-week thing. I don't know when the next time I'm going to be working on the Voron. I'll have to schedule it with Steve and or Nero. Could be fun to do both. But yeah, we'll figure out something. I would love to get this machine running. It sounds It sounds like so much fun. But I can't. So, oh well, we'll get it sorted. Like I said, do you mean physically separate networks or virtually? Physically. These are physically separate APs. They go to the same router, but it's an OpenSense router, so it's running fully open source firmware, so we're able to fully lock it down beyond what the APs themselves are able to do. We have physically 2 sets of mesh APs on the property, and they're from different brands. So, yeah, one of the brands is on the approved list, the other one isn't. I thought you had the doors attached to the side of the printer. It had me confused for a second. One is on the top here. I took it off, and then the other one is just kind of Uncle Jesse'd open. Say router, so our... Oh, router, so our Brit friends will feel warm and fuzzy. They say router instead of router? Huh. The more you know. I wanted to build a shelf today. I'll show you guys what my plan was, but you guys all decided no. There is going to be a shelf built on top of the laser. So, how can I? The shelf would be somewhere kind of like at this height. So then one of the Costco storage bins can be under it. That was my plan for today, but the overwhelming majority of you really wanted me to do the Voron streams, so we did it. Digital Cyanide says it's not connecting to the insecure network or just not able to update because it's air-gapped. It can connect to the insecure network, but the insecure network has a zero trust policy on it. So this has a new IP from the last time it was online, I guess. And because of that, it has no internet connection. Same thing with my laptop. My laptop's on the insecure network, and it is not possible for it to touch the internet either. So. 3 Experiment says, I think Grant is trolling us to see how long we'll put up with his charade. What? And yes, I can SSH into it. So since they're on the same network, even though they can't communicate to the outside world, they can do. See? That is... It took a little bit, but we got it. So we were able to pull that up. So... My laptop has limited access to the secure network, and it has full access to insecure networks. And it uses a physical VPN to log into the secure network. So this is safe for me to pull on both sides. This has been cleared by Softworks. It's a division of U.S. Navy SOCOM here in, technically in Ybor City, Florida, but Tampa, Florida. They do this kind of stuff. So... They worked with me to verify that it was all good. Three Experiment says, now it feels like a stream. I was hoping to have the Core 1 printing, but the person for it did not get back to me. Bit of a bummer. I would have loved to have that. Oh well, life goes on. Do I have Carrier Pigeon only firmware updates? That is actually a really good way to transfer data. Because you can put a 4 terabyte drive onto a Carrier Pigeon. I can transfer data faster via Carrier Pigeon than I can over the internet. But by and large, most of you can, especially if it's on a short distance. Hilariously, so I don't know if I've talked much about this, but I work, like, a hobby of mine is working on vintage clocks. This is a real clock. It needs to be wound, but it does work, and it's a 400-day clock, so it runs for 400 days. And I've worked on a Carrier Pigeon timer clock before. So for when you do pigeon racing, it was a thing, they would carry little cylinders, And these cylinders had different sizes and different heights to them. And when you dropped it into the clock, it would read what it was, and then it would mark down the time on it was like a punch card, basically. This was all fully mechanical. It was a super, super cool clock. One of the coolest clocks I've ever worked on. Not the most expensive by any stretch of the imagination, but one of the coolest I've ever worked on because it did work. We had cylinders for it. It was super, super cool. Anyways, Kieran says, I have a mental image of a carrier pigeon just typing the code into the pie with its beak. Oh my God, that would be so great. That would be so great. Keiko said, I must have missed it. What is the purpose of behind the secure network and the not trusted network? Do you have sensitive materials on the secure network? Yes. Yeah. So we do ITAR and CMMC work. Used to have hexadecimal input pad. Wish I had kept it. It was so Cold War cool. There is something, there's something about old school mechanical stuff that really kind of gets my motor turning, you know? It's like, this is what engineering was before we had CNC machining, right? Where we were punching out gears or wheels, as they're called in the clock industry, and we were grinding shafts perfectly straight, like within a couple thousandths, with no real easy way of getting proper measurements. We just built really, really rigid setups. Super cool. And yes, Pebble is coming back, which I am kind of psyched and amped for. I just don't know if I'm going to get one. Josh, we can't hotspot my phone. My phone is secured, so we can't do that. Digital Cyanide says, if I ran MNTUI, should be able to set a static IP subnet VLAN for the insecure network instead of defaulting to DHCP. Yep. I'm going to have to get back into that network and figure it out. So, yeah. And yes, Pebble, like the watch, they're back. Repebble, I think is what they're calling it. I think it's cool. I think that's a great way for open source to kind of make a new push, but have a feeling it's going to end the same way a lot of open source does. And it's not going to get the market penetration because it's not going to have, you know, anything too crazy. Mad Cat said no draw today. I totally forgot, so I guess not. Sorry, dude. Totally forgot about it. So, and it's too late to put it all together at this point. So, yeah. I'm going to call it here, guys and gals and everything in between and none of the above. I'm going to shut this thing down. And it looks like we are going to need one of the good doctors to come and help get this patient back up and running well. But that is all I have for you all today. I'm sorry this didn't turn out the way any of us wanted. It was once again a frustration fest of frustration fests. I really need like a Clipper for Dummies book because I sincerely don't get this. But we were absolutely crippled by not having access to the APs to be able to actually allow these things online to do what they need to do. So I will be hanging out in our Discord server here once I get done and pack everything up out here. So if you're in the Discord, come hang out. Otherwise, I will see you all later. Stay safe out there. Don't forget to call your loved ones. Don't forget to leave a like and get subscribed and all of that. And as always, keep making awesome. Have a good one.